The kingdom of Palam was a beacon of prosperity, its lush fields and bustling markets a testament to the wise and just rule of King Paari. His reign had brought years of peace and abundance, and the people of Palam flourished under his leadership. King Paari was known not only for his fairness but also for his valor on the battlefield. His brother, Kaari, and his son, Prince Athiyan, were his most trusted confidants and fiercest warriors. Together, they had defended their kingdom from numerous threats, but none as ominous as the one now casting a shadow over their land. Word had spread across Palam that the Devil King, a malevolent ruler of a dark realm, had set his sights on their kingdom. His army, comprising vile creatures and dark sorcerers, was advancing, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The people of Palam, though brave, could not hide their fear. They had heard tales of the Devil King's cruelty and the devastating power of his 4 servants, the Devil Quartet. These servants, each with unique and terrifying abilities, were known to bring doom to all who opposed them. In the grand hall of the palace, King Paari convened a council of his most trusted advisors and generals. The atmosphere was tense as maps and strategies were spread out before them. Kaari, standing tall beside his brother, spoke with determination. "We must strike before they reach our borders. If we wait, our people will suffer." Prince Athiyan, his youthful face set with resolve, added, "We cannot let fear dictate our actions. We have the strength and the will to protect our land. We must march to meet them head-on." King Paari listened to his brother and son, feeling a swell of pride. They embodied the spirit of Palam, brave, steadfast, and unyielding. He rose from his throne, his voice calm but commanding. "We will march at dawn. Let our enemies know that Palam will not cower in the face of darkness. We will meet them in the battle of shadows and show them the strength of our unity and the power of our resolve." As the council dispersed to make preparations, the king took a moment to walk through the palace gardens. The familiar sights and sounds brought him a sense of peace amidst the looming threat. He knew the coming battle would test them all, but he also knew that with Kaari and Athiyan by his side, they had a fighting chance. That night, the kingdom buzzed with activity. Soldiers donned their armor and sharpened their weapons, their faces set with determination. The people of Palam, though anxious, came together to support their army. Families prepared supplies, and blacksmiths worked tirelessly to ensure every sword and shield was battle-ready. The air was thick with anticipation and a shared sense of purpose. In the early hours before dawn, King Paari stood before his assembled troops. The rising sun painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, a stark contrast to the dark clouds on the horizon. He addressed his warriors, his voice carrying across the field. "Brave soldiers of Palam, today we march not just for our kingdom, but for our families, our homes, and our way of life. The enemy we face is formidable, but our courage and unity make us stronger. Remember why we fight, and let that give you the strength to prevail." Kaari and Athiyan stood beside him, their presence a source of inspiration to the troops. Kaari's eyes were steely with resolve, and Athiyan's youthful energy radiated confidence. Together, they embodied the spirit of Palam's leadership, strong, resilient, and unwavering. As the army began its march, the people of Palam lined the streets to see him off. There were tears and words of encouragement, prayers and blessings. King Paari felt a deep sense of responsibility to protect these people. His people. He knew that the battle ahead would be unlike any they had faced before, but he also knew that retreat was not an option. Palam's future depended on their courage and strength. The journey to the battlefield was arduous. The landscape grew more desolate as they approached the realm of shadows, a stark contrast to the fertile lands of Palam. The soldiers marched in silence, their minds focused on the battle to come. King Paari rode at the front, his eyes scanning the horizon. He could feel the weight of his duty pressing down on him, but he also felt the unwavering support of his brother and son. As they neared the battlefield, they set up camp, preparing for the inevitable clash. The night before the battle, King Paari gathered his closest advisors and warriors around a fire. The flames cast flickering shadows on their faces as they discussed their strategy. "We must focus on the servants," Kaari said. "They are the key to the Devil King's power. If we can defeat them, we weaken him." Athiyan nodded. "I will lead a squad to flank them. We need to divide their forces and create openings for our main attack." King Paari listened, his mind weighing their options. "We must be prepared for anything. The Devil King is cunning and ruthless. But remember, our strength lies in our unity. We fight together, and we will not falter." As the fire burned low, the king looked at his brother and son, feeling a deep sense of gratitude and pride. They had come so far together, and tomorrow they would face the greatest challenge yet. But whatever the outcome, they would face it as one, united in their love for their kingdom and their people. As dawn broke on the day of the Battle of Shadows, the army of Palam stood ready. The air was thick with tension, but also with a sense of purpose. King Paari, Kaari, and Athiyan led their troops to the battlefield, where the forces of the Devil King awaited. The stage was set for a confrontation that would determine the fate of Palam.